Yash, tell me about playing the antagonist, Demon King Ravana.
I mean, like, to tell a story, you need good and bad, good and evil. So, the most important aspect of this particular story is Ravana going out of control in terms of power, and he's driven by vengeance, he's driven by wrong things. So that is where I think the story becomes interesting. Like, if you see deeply, if you observe the story, when you know, you'll find it out. The way both the characters are constructed, or the way the story entails, is Lord Rama is somebody who is born as a king, but he goes into situations where he has to lose everything, and then he has to regain all the powers with his behavior or the kind of action he takes. But Ravana starts with nothing, he becomes powerful, and then sometimes, like they say, you know, when you fight a demon, you end up becoming a bigger one. Like, you have to be very careful with that. So Ravana is somebody who is actually very talented. He has mastered many arts, but eventually he ends up becoming a person who can't control his power. So that is where the story is interesting, and I think the contrast is very interesting in this story.
Well, you've no doubt heard this story before and grown up with it. What was it like taking on this role in particular?
See, that's the exciting part, because as a kid we have all heard this story. Probably the first story I've heard as a kid, my grandfather used to tell me these stories, and you have your imagination, and you have seen so many people have depicted this in many ways. So what do you bring in as an actor, and what is your understanding of that character was challenging, and I think my director and the writers have kind of given me that space, so I could play this character in a very different way, and it was very challenging and exciting as well. Like you said, if you know the characters and everybody is aware of it, then it becomes a very challenging part. Because if it's a new film, you're telling a new story, whatever you do, that will become the character. But if people already have some imagination about it, and so many people have played it in different ways, then it's an extra pressure for an actor. But I have stuck to very simple basics to understand what made him do such kind of things. So intent was more important. I've gone behind that, and I think I've kind of given a different take on it. Hopefully people will like it.